Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, a wonderful time. Hope you got everything that you wanted. Okay, much more than that. Hope you got to spend it with people you love, with family and friends. So we just hope you had a Merry Christmas.
Yes, and enjoyed some good food, good company,
Yes.
all the fun things, Christmas decor,
How long do
good
you keep?
music.
How long do you keep your Christmas decor up? Is there a rule? What do y'all think?
Yes, January 1.
Speaking of January 1, that means we're almost at the beginning of a new year.
Come on.
It's crazy. 2024 just flew by, and here we are. I felt like we just started the year, and now we're closing the year out, getting ready to step into 2025. So before we get into all of that, like what are we gonna do today? Like 2025 is around the corner, but I think we should do something else right now.
Well, I'm so grateful for 2024 and everything that God has done. But today we are going to do a year in review.
Year in review. So yes, we're excited about 2025, but listen, we saw some really cool things in 2024, and I think we should talk about it. Matter of fact, while we're speaking about it, drop in the chat some of your favorite moments from 2024. But just kicking off, I think we should start at the top. TBC Turn 2. Come on now.
Turn 2. What an exciting time with TBC turning 2.
Yeah, it was great. So many cool moments from that day. I have to say, one thing that I enjoyed was the cake. I mean, because we had the newspaper and
Ooh,
all that,
yes.
and then Cutes and Cakes. Shout out to Cutes and
Come on
Cakes.
now.
Made the cake look like the newspaper, and that was one of my favorite parts. But not just the cake, but really the whole day. It was good, just celebrating and looking at all what the Lord has done in such a short time at TBC, and celebrating the moments, celebrating the families, the team. So TBC Turning 2 was absolutely amazing. And it was cool because shortly after Turning 2, we got to share a really cool announcement about something about a move.
Yes, we got to move to JC, James Clemens High School, and that has been so incredible. All the different things, the space, in my mind, I'm thinking about the kids' space, so much room.
Because it was needed. Horizon was amazing. It was amazing. But I mean, come on, y'all know you didn't have no elbow space. Because I saw some of y'all were ready to worship and turn up, but you couldn't get your hands up high without maybe kind of elbowing whoever was next to you in the face. So we love Horizon, so thankful and grateful for it. But listen, the parking lot was getting a little tight. The kids space, because there are so many kids, which is an amazing thing. Becoming kids is blowing up. But also we just needed more room. So we're so thankful and grateful for Horizon. But that move to TBC was like, or move to TBC, that move to JC rather was amazing.
It was. And thank you to the Serve team.
Yep.
You made that move so smooth and incredible from the time it was like we were launching again. We had to relearn how to set everything up and do everything. So thank you. The space looks incredible. And it was a easy, smooth transition into JC. And we had so much fun doing that together.
Yep. And it just sounds right. TBC at JC. It just it has a ring to it. Shortly after Easter was like literally, I think we had 2 weeks. So that what was so crazy about the move. So we announced the move.
Yes.
And then like 2 weeks later, we get into James Clemens on Palm Sunday. And then the next week was Easter Sunday. So let me let you guys in on something. There's probably not a pastor in the United States of America who would prefer to move their location 2 weeks before Easter. But we did. And listen, Easter at JC was amazing.
It was.
I mean,
it was incredible.
Just seeing all what the Lord did. Over 60 people gave their life to Christ that day. Well over 1,000 people in attendance that Sunday. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. And listen, we're not trying to make it about the numbers, but numbers matter. In fact, the Bible has a book called Numbers. So it matters, but numbers represent people. And as we look back at that day, it was amazing to see what God did, and just amazing to see how our team, once again, just came around, rallied together through still the newness. Again, that was only the second week there, through all the new stuff, navigated so well and served so many people. So just incredibly thankful for that.
And what was it? A week later,
Yep.
we had our very first Becoming Sisters one night, and it was so
Yeah.
amazing. We had it at Stove House. It was an incredible night of just worship, the word. We had a panel, incredible panel, and we just got to pray and worship God together. And I am just so excited. We got to kick off Becoming Sisters. It was just so much fun. Talking about cutes and cakes, we had food. We loved them. We loved the food that was there. And then, of course, we had merch. It was an incredible night for ladies to come together of all generations, getting to worship Jesus together. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that we got to do that at Stove House.
Yeah, it was Becoming Sisters one night, and you talk about the food. And I just remember being there just to provide support. It was all about support. But I had to make sure the food was okay for all the ladies before they got into it. But man, just seeing that night, seeing the response was amazing, and just the community that is being built through Becoming Sisters. But I must say, well, all that I celebrate and I highlight and I applaud. Yay, it was awesome. I feel some type of way though. I feel some type of way because we kicked off Brotherhood at the end of 2023.
Okay.
And y'all saw that. And then all of a sudden you're going to step into this whole thing with Becoming Sisters the way you did. I mean, our breakfast, that's okay, fellas, because in 2025, we're going to go big with Brotherhood. We're going to make our mark.
Come on. Come on.
But no, so proud of you, so proud of the team, and just seeing what God did through Becoming Sisters one night at Stove House. And so many amazing moments from that moment. But another one that sticks out to me is Serve Day 2024.
Yes.
Over at Calhoun Community College, where once again, we got to partner with some amazing churches here in our city. I love that about our city. About the churches here, that we don't become territorial, which is ridiculous anyway, but rather we say, hey, we're part of the kingdom. How can we partner together to do something to bless this city? Because the reality is, if we want to go fast, we can go alone. But if we want to go far, we have to go together. And it's so great to be able to do that with some amazing churches here in our area. And we came together on Serve Day 2024 through our mobile food pantry, where we got to feed, I believe it was over 1,300 individuals that day. And TBC showed out in an amazing way. I mean, you saw, it was just a sea of yellow shirts everywhere. Go ahead.
I was going to say, that's exactly what I was going to say. When we came in, it was like a wave of yellow shirts. And I love that we got to serve with each other and then serve with our families, to see kids out there just serving the community together. It was a great time.
Yeah, of all ages.
Yes, absolutely.
We do this. This is what we do. We do the mobile food pantry in our church. You guys, we look forward to it every time we get to do it. But there was one part that I was not ready for, and I thought it was quite funny. The news, I forget which outlet, had interviewed me, and I was like, okay, here we go. Let's do it. And I was like, listen, I only have one rule. Don't clip this up and try to make me sound like I was saying something crazy. And they did it. And I appreciate that, whichever outlet that was. But that was an amazing day, Serve Day 2024. But another cool moment, I'm going to throw this one in here, was Welcome Home Sunday.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a shift.
Yeah.
Typically, Welcome Home Sunday, which is our big invite Sunday. You may be familiar with Friends and Family Weekend. We call it Welcome Home Sunday, where we just really encourage ourselves to invite that friend, that coworker, that family member, that person at the gym who's always hogging the equipment. Maybe they just need prayer, right? And we push it, we invite them to Welcome Home Sunday. And it was so cool to see all of what God did on that Sunday. We had Jemison's band on site. I mean, it was a great time. I was like, this is how we need to show up to church every single week. But that was good.
It was so much fun. I enjoyed everything that day. It definitely was a great time, as of every Sunday.
Yes.
But it was super, super fun that day.
Yep. And then from there, you guys had something else happen.
Yeah, in September, we had our second Becoming Sisters one night at JC.
At JC.
It felt like home turf. It was so much fun. Thank you to the Becoming Sisters team, to everybody who helped get that set up and together. It was incredible. Again, we had food, we had giveaways, we had worship and prayer and the word, and it was just an incredible time, and I'm so grateful I get to be a part of that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get to see the behind the scenes and what it takes to get to that moment, but I got to see that, and I know in a lot of the planning, you were looking at and praying through, okay, God, who should you invite to invest into the ladies, into the women?
Yeah.
And somewhere around there, you had a shift and was just like, I feel like the Lord has really placed a word in my heart to share with the ladies, to encourage the ladies. And I'll just tell you from my perspective of being there that night, I was incredibly proud of you and the convicting and encouraging message that you shared on this idea of awaken and seeing ladies awaken to who God has designed her to be and to live that out. Was just a really powerful message, very profound, very needed, very prophetic. And it was great seeing that shift in you of like, hey, I know we have some plans of inviting someone out to speak into this, but for you to be sensitive to God's voice and say, no, this is what he's calling us to hear was so cool to see. And I left that night saying, yeah, that's my wife. That's my wife.
It was great. I felt like, God moved in a powerful way that night. It was good.
Yes. And listen, we could probably sit here and go on and on and on about the amazing things that we got to see God do in 2024. And we really could. This was just only a few. I mean, we could talk about at the movies. We could talk about Christmas at the Becoming. I mean, there are Pursuit Nights coming back. That's right. Pursuit Nights came back to JC. So many amazing moments. But here's what's the same in every single moment is God. He's involved in all of them. And it's our willingness to be sensitive to his voice. It's our willingness to be obedient to what he is saying that allows us to get from one moment to the next moment. And so as a church, we're incredibly thankful. But also we have this exciting, this anticipation that's kind of built up within us of what God is about to do. And listen, on Vision Sunday, we announced the word of the year, which is limitless.
Come on.
But not only did we announce the word of the year, but another big thing that we obviously are not going to forget, we launched an EP.
Come on.
Are you kidding me? And at the core of that, this song, No Limit, I love it.
I do too.
It's reminding us that God has no limits. And so whatever perceived limitations you have, we serve a God who is limitless. And so as we step into 2025, know this, that we serve a God who can do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or imagine, according to his power that works in us. So meaning this, it may look like a limit to us, but it's an opportunity for God to do what only He can do. And so let me just encourage you with this as we get ready to step into 2025. I want to encourage you to take some time to sit down. You have a couple of days remaining. If you haven't already, maybe you have. I want you to do so from this perspective, asking yourself this question. What one thing in your life, if got better, would make the greatest impact? Whatever that is, take some time, ask yourself that question and deep dive into it. And I believe as that answer is revealed to you and you step with that focus into 2025, that you will see God do some amazing things in your life. So listen, I believe this, that 2025 can be your best year yet.
Yes.
If it's your best year spiritually. As you allow yourself to connect with God, I think this year could be the best year you have had on record. So listen, we love you. We believe in you. We're so thankful and grateful for you. And I guess there's only one thing left to say.
Happy New Year.